just an idea.
Disgusting.
We had no logo. We didn't even have the representation. You get the whole thing.
Was toddlerWalks. Could you show us why the name toddlerWalks? A very special welcome to you all, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in today. My name is Augustine Kwabena Kwachi, and I have the pleasure of being your host for today's session. We are privileged to have the presence of a group of brilliant students who have come together to develop an application that seeks to tackle one of the critical issues of this society, which is the issue of unemployment. This application promises to revolutionize the job market and then equip individuals with the necessary skills. Without much ado, ladies and gentlemen, join me as we delve deeper into the minds of the people behind this groundbreaking app and understand the possibilities of a brighter future. Meet Master Maxwell and Miss Abigail. You're humbly welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm Deborah Abigail, a graduate of KNUST International Business Management. I happen to be the co-founder for toddlerWalks, and I'm excited to share with you our journey so far and the progress we've made.
Sure, let's introduce yourself, Mr. Maxwell.
Hello, my name is Maxwell Ayudu. I like to be called Maxwell Dan.
Alright.
I am privileged to be the founder of toddlerWalks, and I read business information technology at KNUST.
Alright.
And then also I'm a licensed instructor for CS50X for Harvard University.
That's awesome. Thank you very much. You're humbly welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us here to share with us, this wonderful news about this application that you have come up with. Thank you very much. So once again, this is the voice of KNUST Media, and then we are happy to have a group of graduate students from KNUST who have come together to develop an application that will go a long way to solve the issue of unemployment. I mean, this is something to be curious about, the issue of unemployment. And that's something that's quite a number of people, even experts, mavens of specialized fields, are expending quite the efforts to solve, and that we are still struggling. And here we are with a group of students bringing us with a solution to this issue. I mean, that's awesome. It's something to be curious about, and I'd love to know more. Now let's come to what is the name of the initiator once again?
toddlerWalks.
toddlerWalks. toddlerWalks. Could you share with us why the name toddlerWalks? Is it because toddlerWalks? Could you share with us why the name toddlerWalks?
Should I?
Yeah.
In the development of everything, there is a struggle point, and there's a path where you are raised from a lower level to a higher level. So in case you are trying to bring up anything, there's a part that you are struggling a bit, but as you keep on pursuing, you get to a point where you can stand on your shoulders and say that I have the skills, I have the ability to do this. So toddlerWalks is basically at your struggling point, we lead you to stand on your shoulders.
Oh, okay.
Like to be able to stand tall.
So the toddler is at a point where the person is expending the efforts
Yes.
to know more.
Yeah.
And where does the working start from?
Yeah, so to throw more light on that, we all have big dreams, and sometimes you have a dream that could make your head even ache because it's not possible. There are a number of situations where people are forced to give up on their dreams because of home situations. You have to quit because your junior brother is there and all these things. So at that stage, you are at the stage of insecurity, anxiety, nervous, hopelessness. Maybe I might not do it, doubts. This is the stage that you are. That is the toddler stage. Now, when you achieve your dream, then you forward. So this is a platform where we are saying we are providing you with a forum, the space to journey with you from now till you get there. So that is toddlerWalks.
toddlerWalks. Thank you very much. I mean, yeah, it's quite understandable now, moving from the point of being a toddler to the point where you can walk. Now let's get down to the big deal, how it all started. I mean, what does toddlerWalks even seeks to what is the embodiment of toddlerWalks in general?
So I'll starting from how it started. So in first year, we wanted to do something different. So we first did a research for a company. We identified a very huge business opportunity on campus. We did a research for a company. We came up with an idea and we sent out a letter thinking we get a response. I went to Accra to submit a letter. That was close to a week to examination. Unfortunately, we didn't get any feedback. So that was the first hit. Then we decided that, okay, if that is so, we will decide to build our own platform or our own ideas instead of building it for someone. So then the idea was let's just create a platform where people who have similar interests in a particular career goal will just come there to have discussion, to just discuss. But then we conducted a research. We decided to conduct a research on campus, and that is where we realized the bigger problem. We realized people are reading programs they don't like. A lot of people don't know what next after school. And then there are a lot of students also that wants to earn money on campus. And I said that this causes a number of problems because someone can use the fees for an investment thinking something big will happen and then
That
it
is
get
all,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, so when we identified these three key problems, we were like, okay, how do we find solution to it? Then we were like, what if we bring in someone who has achieved a career goal you want to pursue? Then it becomes easier because now the person becomes a mentor, a coach, and then help you to get there. So that was the initial starting point, and then as we kept working, we kept learning, and then we kept adding the necessary features to it.
Oh, that's awesome. So you started from the fact that most people find it difficult. I mean, it's quite obvious. Quite a number of students. In fact, generally, we do find it very difficult to make decisions regarding the course selections, and even when we do enter into the school that we want to enter, and then we start pursuing that particular course, what we even want to do after. I mean, but you spoke about how you tackle such a situation. I would love for you to briefly share with us how you actually how but for how long have you been doing this?
Okay, it's actually emerged after during our second year program.
Second
That
year,
was when we
so
had the app and was tested.
oh, okay. So more or less like getting to 3 years, which is
Yeah.
okay. That's also so within this interval of time. I mean, you mentioned, this huge problem that students do face.
Okay.
What were some of the measures that you did put in place to, I believe there's something that has been going on continuously.
Yes.
So what or were some of the measures that you did put in place to ensure that students find it quite easier to go about their course selection and what they actually look forward to do after?
Okay. So once we came up with the idea, it was still an idea because we hadn't placed it out there for people to use.
Right.
So to bring someone who has achieved a career goal to provide mentorship was still an idea. The next step was we decided to test it to ask people whether or not they were interested. And that was when it was very serious for the whole team because as we were talking, we are just talking, having a meeting, we saw a lecturer passing, we were like, why don't we talk to this lecturer so that we get a chance to launch our application?
Right.
Now the problem was we had no app. It was just an idea. We had no app. We had no logo. We didn't even have the requisite skills.
Mission and mission.
You get the whole thing.
But here you are.
Yes, we
with
wanted to do
that.
So he gave us the opportunity. It was Friday. He said Monday. So I had to go and work on the application. I remember I introduced that in the first semester we conducted a research, and that was when I started learning computer programming. So I had acquired a basic knowledge, and I was expecting I would be able to use it. Fortunately, I was able to build an application within Friday, Saturday, Sunday that would do the job as in lunch. I hadn't hosted any application online, so trying to host it Sunday dawn, it crashed.
That's quite unfortunate.
You get the whole thing. And my team were very worried, they were tensed. So Monday morning, they were calling me, I was trying to fix it. And I sat down, talked about it, like, okay, since you are facing this challenge, then why don't we use Typhoon to collect data? So we came to the lecture hall without no application, without no logo, without nothing. It was only type form. We sent the link to the classroom. So we had a chance about 2 minutes to do the presentation. And I told my team that we are not going there for a success. We are going there to fail. Let's go there so that our expectation was
that's a bold step.
yes, our expectation was people will boo us, away, like people will laugh at us because we needed the feedback. Feedback is very good. So we needed that negative feedback for us to structure and get a great positive feedback. But during the presentation, I saw people doing sign of the cross, like celebrating, like they were
Wow.
very good. Then that was when we knew, wow, we have a very great idea. Then we took our time to learn more and then to structure. That was when we took our time to set things up. Yes.
This is this is actually wonderful. I mean, having no up to launch, but with the aim and the passion to launch something. There's like a whole and a big dream on its own. But I commend you for that.
Thank you very
Now,
much.
I want us to, address the goals. What is the end game of toddlerWalks? What do you seek to achieve? I mean, you have been doing this for roughly 2 years.
Yeah.
What do you seek to gain? What do you seek to achieve?
Okay, so one of the main things is being able to equip students with the requisite skills needed in the job market.
I mean,
That's
when you mention requisite skills, I mean,
Right.
somebody would ask, what's
unemployment is basically it's basically about the fact that you don't have the skills the company needs, or you're not able to set up your own business. Do you
Right.
get it? So we train you, we help you. That's why we have sessions like the digital marketing skills lesson up,
Right.
whereby you learn a lot about digital skills,
Oh,
which is needed in the job market. And with the entrepreneurship aspects, whereby you build your own business, there's a session called marketing. People have this notion that marketing is all about having the product, selling it, making noise about it, making and causing people to buy it.
buy
But
it.
marketing entails a lot about it. So all these things seek to help them find some of the skills, whether digital skills or maybe some soft skills needed in the job markets.
I mean, you are.
What's your one?
Yeah, I'll come on that. This question goes to you.
Okay.
I mean, you spoke about digital skills. Somebody could be somewhere, and then you also mentioned the soft skills a bit. And I don't know, from somebody could view the skills from a perspective. I mean, judging from this conversation, when you digital skills, so more or less like everything relative to computing, graphic designs, all these kind of skills. But I mean, let's move away from this IT skills.
Okay.
Are there any other skills that, as an organization, as a body, you are also implementing to also contribute effectively to personal growth of people?
Okay. So before I address your question, I'll hit more on the requisite. Right. Now, the requisite is the point is to help you achieve your career goals. Now, we realize that we provide mentorship. We began with providing mentorship. We realize that mentorship is not effective when the person you are mentoring or you are teaching doesn't have the skills. So if I'm mentoring you that, okay, market to 100 people, and you don't even know what market means or marketing means, how do you get it? So that is why we provide digital skills that complements the mentorship. So now you are receiving mentorship by an industry expert, and then when he says go and do something, you have the data skills to learn to be able to do it.
Right.
Now the requisite means that it aligns with your career goals,
Right.
not just about any other skill, but skills that aligns with your career goals.
Okay.
So then addressing your issue, like computerized systems, I realized that there's a loophole in our system, our marketing and platform, but I'm talking about the loophole. The reason is we did the research at the business school. So most of the careers that came around revolved around entrepreneurship, marketing, computer programming or software engineering, app development, web development. You get it. So for now, we can teach you on how, regardless, even if you want to become a computer programmer, how you can use programming in whatever career you want to pursue, how you can link it. But going forward, we will incorporate other technicalities to it.
That was all. So now let's talk about some of the obstacles that you have encountered within the course of these years. I mean, you've been doing this for roughly 2 years, as indicated earlier. What are some of the obstacles that you have encountered within the course of these years? And how have you what were the measures that you did put in place to overcome these obstacles?
Okay. I think that with the initial stage, as you mentioned, having the idea and not the product, and trying to share this idea with the people,
Not
it's what that was our first
Yeah.
challenge that we had. And the second one is making the people accept it, because we tested it with our classmates. But this is issue whereby we have the goal of sending it outside across the globe. And just our classmates is just a small sample.
It's also a topic.
So we wanted to test it with the whole KNUST,
Okay.
and how to the marketing it to get to the whole KNUST was also another challenge.
right.
Because how do you go about with it? What are the resources we need to go about with it? And with how we were able to achieve that with we sending it to the whole KNUST. We are people from different, we started with our traditional halls, knowing that we are affiliated to different halls. So we said, then first, let's try to talk to these people about toddlerWalks. As they get to hear, as they go to their class, they also share with their friends. Oh, we've heard about this app, toddlerWalks. Have you heard of it? And as we begin to share the idea with them, one way or the other, it gets other people. And amazing. That's how we got our 500 people sign up.
500 people.
500 people.
That's awesome. I mean, oh yeah, it's a great
So
number.
from we meet you after class, we meet you, talk to you about it. You go to your house, you are there, we are talking to you about it. So anybody we meet, talk to the person about it. So I mean, that's how we were able to solve that issue of having a large sample respondents to our app.
Great. Now,
Then
add,
you have
add something to
There's
it.
one problem that I realized. We didn't even notice it was a problem, but I also realized it's very difficult. That is, KNUST students, they have to choose between academics and extracurricular activities. If you are an academician, you have to do less of extracurricular activities. If you do more of extracurricular activities, your academics will be suffering. So we realized that it was unconscious, but we realized that trying to balance academic with extracurricular activities was difficult. So in solution, we also made it such that using the application, you can do a lot with less time as in extracurricular activities, where you also have your freedom to focus on your academics.
That's excellent. Now, I want us to shift the focus to talk about the impact. I mean, you have listed that there's an app that seeks to revolutionize the job market.
Okay.
I mean, the emphasis on revolutionizing the job
Yes.
market. I mean, unemployment is one of the critical issues that's as a country, and even globally, it's being phased out there.
Okay.
Now, we want to understand, how do you intend on putting things together to ensure that the issue of unemployment is addressed?
Okay. So the issue of unemployment, to me, will not be solved 100%. Why? Some people choose not to work. That is a form of unemployment. But we are addressing the issue of people wanting to work and then they don't have the opportunities to work. How do we do? Now, in Ghana or in Africa, we have high rate of unemployment, but other spaces, the rate of unemployment is not high, right? Now we have globalization as a good ally on our end. That means that you don't have to only wait and set up or fix the country, the whole unemployment situation in the country before you can solve unemployment, right? You can provide a means where other international organizations can tap within your talent. An example is India. When you go to Google, most of the developers there are Indians. The country made a decision that we are going to export talent with regards to technicalities, right? And in Africa, we have excess of talents. We have excess of human resource. So providing requisite skills, know-hows, and systems, you are going to realize that the people will be able to self-produce. Now, when you look at here in Ghana, most of the things that we do is consumption. An example, you can go on YouTube right now and search how to make an airplane or an airplane. You hardly see a Ghanaian channel, right? Now, search anything about slave queens. You'll see a lot of Ghanaian channels. That means our consumption rate is very high. Our production rate is very low. we spend most of our time on consumption. You can't solve an issue of unemployment with regards to consumption against production. So that is where the platform comes in. That means the more you use the platform, the more you produce.
Right.
That is, the more you use the platform, if you are enrolled in learning data skills, the more you are going to become great at the data skills. And we give priority to gaining mastery. Now, you can't tell me you gain mastery in mobile app development and you can't find a job. You wouldn't even get there and you have excess jobs.
Yeah.
You get it? So the data skills provide employment opportunities. Two, there are a lot of entrepreneurship that is going on. We have startups in Ghana, Africa, and global who are looking for talents. You are now coming up, you learn on our platform, you get access to a project first to work on to gain experience, and then the next to gain for profit. So if you are an entrepreneur that has received funding, we can come to you, we have these talents, and then we provide you with the talents. As you are learning, they'll be working. So that is
right. So quickly, let's address this. To those who want to be a part of this, I mean, you mentioned it is an app.
yes.
So there is an accessibility to all who want to learn these skills that you have provided. Now, should in case I have been equipped with the necessary skills, is there a support system to help me, develop, bring about a particular business or startup?
Yes.
So back on it.
Like I said, it's an ecosystem. We help you, you help others. And so, as you gain the skills, there's an opportunity for you to also bring out something, bring out a product. Like the facility, as he made mention, we have mentors there to guide you. And so, there are also a lot of job opportunities there. So, as you gain the skills needed for a particular job set, you just enroll you to it, or you just apply and then you're able to work. And also, we help you also bring out something that can also feed other people. Do you
Okay.
get?
Great. Now let's talk about the accessibility. How do people get to access this application?
Okay, so you go to https then with the that two column / www.toddlerwalks.org. Toddler TODDLER and then walks WALKS.org. So or you can contact me on 050 1320 855.
Could you reiterate the number again?
050 1320 855. Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. Would you love to add your context so that in case
Okay.
it's okay with us? Okay, fine. So thank you very much. And we are very glad for coming up with such great initiative. And we hope that this will indeed go a long way to helping us solve this critical issue of unemployment. So thank you very much for your time and God bless you. So there we go. These are a group of brilliant students who have come together to bring this app development to contribute and then help solve the issue of unemployment, which has been one of the main issues that we are facing as a country. So these are the graduates from KNUST, and just like they indicated, you can join this platform through the link that they have mentioned. And then you can also be a part of this great team to contribute globally and then nationally. Thank you very much for joining us today. Have a lovely day.